Envoy hold on to the advantage state? How well can Sketch find the openings and then push the openings? It's going to really come down to the advantage state for this game.
You know, it's interesting because heavies, the heavy matchup with Sheik is really interesting because Sheik can get him to a really high percent, then struggles to kill, and then the heavies can kill Sheik super early.
Yeah.
Ridley isn't exactly heavy, very light, I would say too. But what's interesting is that Ridley actually has better recovery than all the heavies. So when Sheik, one of her main kill options against heavy characters is to get that recovery, but Ridley can just recover low.
Oh!
But if you recover high there, you get caught.
Yes, I like the idea to like try and mix it up, but here's the issue. It was a very reactive situation. So now that gives Envoy the first stock. Now we have to see what Sketch has to respond. 82% is going to be on Envoy and already setting up his better advantage state.
Okay, a quick nair from Sketch to avoid a back air.
What a drop down.
Yeah, but see, like, that's super early, you know, percent. One back air evens it up just like that. Sketch has only taken 30%.
Yes, and already has gotten himself back into the game and now has the lead.
What an, I love that. The single fireball catching the bouncing fish. Oh, if that was an up smash instead of a forward smash.
Has some good call out. So one thing I'm seeing from Envoy is sort of the issue that I see from a lot of aggressive players, the constant want to strike.
Yeah.
And because of that, they're constantly getting themselves, like what you see right there, they want to jump in, do a forward air, or they want to like immediately do a back air. Because of that, they're just putting themselves into the pressure option, and Sketch is taking advantage of it for amazing fan punch.
He got hit by the end of that move and still died.
Yes, it is very long lasting, and it catches a lot of people slipping.
Hey, it caught me slipping. I was not expecting that to hit.
Yes.
And Envoy now had the lead, lost it. It's so easy with that for Sheik, but again, we say Sketch is recovering so high.
Oh wait, regrab though. Oh,
yep.
Yes,
yep.
Amazing punish off of it.
Yeah, Ridley's too big to not get hit by the down tilt and up smash confirmed. So definitely an easy confirm to hit on Ridley, and very risky for Sketch to go for that because he didn't get a lot of extra credit, and now it's back to an even game.
Yes. I mean, that's significantly early to get, especially on a heavy such as Ridley. So now, back to an even game. You said before, sometimes Envoy has an issue with sometimes jumping into Terror to get a hit. And now, let's see if Sketch can take advantage of it. Envoy with stage control, gets hit with the get up attack. But as it stands, 82%, this could end with a really good drop zone back air or just a really good hit.
Okay.
Set up a stage control as well. You're seeing them dash back and forth, putting up the pressure here. It's a very scary option, liking that jab. But now you see how scary Envoy's spot is. You're seeing those jumps, you're seeing the panic options, and they find their ground. And with a down air, a mix-up on the option, now has the advantage state back. Oh, and the back air is gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really tough position for Envoy, and for Sheik in general. Ridley just hit so hard,
yes.
And even though Ridley had the percent lead, it was almost like a whole stock deficit because you were just one hit away from dying as Sheik, and you had to deal so much more to kill Ridley. That's the point of this matchup, is that it's hard to kill Ridley because unlike most heavies, hard to edge guard, or can be, is if you recover low as Ridley, I feel like it's really hard for Sheik to get that edge guard.
Yes.
And then it's really easy for Ridley to land those hard-hitting hits, especially when Envoy is being very aggressive, like you said earlier.
So I really think it comes down to sort of that patience, while also recognizing like when you're in advantage state and when to push the advantage state. And sometimes some aggressive players don't know that. They want to push the advantage, they want to hold out, like they see heavy, it's like, I got combo the heavy. But you have to recognize when you can even hit them without putting yourself into a scary spot. I want to see how Envoy mixes up a bit of the approach game and use this in the matchup. So let's get into game 2. Let's see what Envoy changes up.
Yeah, we're back on PS2, which I don't hate for Sheik. I think that's a good stage. Platforms are really good to do, raindrops from, and just great space in general to be able to do the Sheik gameplay.
Yes. Oh, neutral air puts him in a bad spot. No jump, actually, but doesn't push the advantage, but still holds onto the stage control. I'm loving this play right now. Just needs one big hit, but the give attack mix-up, catching skip, switching.
Yeah, Ridley actually does pretty well at ledge trapping opponents, and Sheik can sometimes have a hard time getting off the ledge just because that roll is really bad from Sheik.
Yeah.
It's like super slow, very easy to react to, and doesn't have a ton of great options. she can, you know, jump off of a ledge, but doesn't have a great, you know, range from her aerials. And Ridley just completely outclasses her in that sense. And that's another part of the matchup that no one's really thinking of.
Yeah, like surprisingly enough, Ridley has some pretty damn solid normals to do with the ground game. You have neutral air, really solid tilt, that wicked hard hitting. You have a solid command grabs, that's that Space Pirate Rush that's going to be taking that stock off as well.
Yeah.
But Ridley kind of underrated and catching people's darts. Let me see what you do, but great first grenade.
You know what? I've been saying recover low the whole time, but when you see that grenade come out, you need to maybe panic a little bit and get a bit higher. Because when the grenade comes out, she can't act for a long time, right? So when you see the grenade come out and you see that it's starting to, like, I don't know, that's tough. I think that was just a really great placement from Envoy.
Yeah, great recognition. And that's sort of the issue. You can't always go low, you can't always go high. You have to recognize the mix-ups and change up the game as it stands. However, this is the first time we're seeing Envoy with some really solid domination.
Oh, but no punish from Sketch. Envoy put himself in a really bad spot. Sketch not able to punish.
Very big issue right here. Like, Sketch is trying to find a bit of the opening to get the stage control back, but now Envoy is trying to play it patient, trying to find the opportunity to just get the stock and get the edge, and catches the jump with that bouncing fist.
So Envoy's been going for a bunch of reads with these 50-50s off of his grabs, right? We saw him go for the back air, missed, and then wait for the bouncing fish, and Sketch ended up jumping into it. Definitely interesting to know, since he's going for the reads on the 50-50s, Sketch can literally just be waiting all these options out and then reacting accordingly, right?
Yes.
And now I know that's easier said than done, especially when you're competing in a high-stakes situation.
I think, yeah, you see right here, very big mix-ups happening as well, but Envoy is so feeling themselves, putting up that pressure, and because of that one advantage state, gets almost 80% just from that one scenario. And the forward smash, that's gonna do it! What a domination coming in from Envoy as a response.
Man, yeah, Envoy really pulling that game together. A stark difference from what we saw last game.
I think in general, I saw a lot less big of overextensions. I saw the recognition of how to push neutral without overextending themselves. And I just saw recognition of, all right, this is where the heavy sucks. Let me dominate them in that spot. And you just saw Ridley get destroyed in disadvantage. So now we're in a Game 3 scenario, our second one of the tournament. We're going to be seeing a bit of a change up in either of these two adaptations. And we're going to be seeing someone move on to the bracket who's going to be facing off against the #1 Kentucky. We'll see right now who's the winner right now. We're going to Town and City.
Now, this is actually, I like this. This is actually honestly good for both players, if I'm being honest. I've been dabbling with Sheik in my free time against computers, and I feel like Sheik definitely has the ability to travel along these platforms, get those bouncing fish confirms, right? But I understand why Sketch would win here.
Yes.
He's been getting a lot of those command grabs, and they will kill a lot earlier. And especially those ledge traps towards the edge are going to be a lot more potent on Town and City.
Yes, that neutral, the F tilt, all of those will be killing earlier off to the side. But now here's a little bit of an interesting spot. Not just, we mentioned the platforms, but we also have an interesting thing with Town City. Town City having an option that's very similar to FD with no platforms. So we're going to be seeing a bit of a different change of pace that the players aren't used to.
Yeah, I know, I like this pick. I bet that Envoy probably banned Final Destination because Sheik really thrives with platforms, right? And there are some here, but you're right, there is that transformation mode where there are no platforms that gives Sketch a little bit of leeway there.
Oh, great recovery coming in from Envoy, mixing in the bouncing fist as well.
Yeah, Sketch not ready for that interesting recovery, and you see Envoy going for that forward smash!
Wow!
Gonna miss it, and Sketch landing an up smash read of his own.
Don't play too far to the fire, to the dragon. You might get yourself burned. Get yourself caught with the up smash, and now that gives Sketch the first off, but what an anti-air coming in from Envoy to bring it back to an even game.
Sketch just ready to press that jump button as soon as he got off ledge. I guess he was, maybe he was waiting for, or expecting a ledge trump from Envoy. But Envoy went straight for the up smash, able to even the stocks out, and now taking the lead right now.
Yes. Big advantage state with multiple hits. Is still putting out the pressure. Was able to get 96 there. And that's sort of the thing. Sheik can keep you in that advantage state through the fast normals, the fast aerials he has. And where you think, oh, bad damage output, this character can keep you there for so long. And now you see the damage coming in from her.
And again, Envoy going for those reads, not exactly paying off. And you see Envoy tends to overextend and put himself in negative situations, but right there, able to get the kill.
And now, a little bit of an interesting spot. This is a full stock lead for Envoy, and now Sketch is in the back seat once again. Unless they can find an opportunity, and here we go again. Sheik putting out the pressure. Love that drag on the up there, but not able to continue it just yet.
Now with Sheik, it's very interesting because a lot of her combos are really custom combos. There are going to be minute moments where you
what a call out!
Wow.
And that's not it! 79%, a little bit of the heaviness finally coming to a clutch for Ridley.
Yeah, but Sketch has got to be shook. Maybe? Okay,
no, not yet. But an up air, tries to call out the jump. But you see the stagnus, a bit of an overextension coming in from Envoy. And now that's 90% to 0 on the last stock of game 3.
Okay, able to air dodge that bouncing fish.
Oh, he uses that. Okay, interesting thing here. If you go upward with the Vanish, you can auto-cancel it. Rectifying the section coming in.
No.
And Sketch goes too low on the recovery. And that is Envoy with a JV2 stock. Gonna be moving on into the brackets into winners semis of pools.